What up? Oh, come on. Oh, something over the past couple years that I've been monitoring. I mean, it makes sense to be mindful of it. Um Makes sense to be mindful of it. At the end of the day, um in my when you consider the trading checklist, right? Number one, what's the thesis? What's the setup? Number two, what's my stop and invalidation? Number three, what's my sizing and product vehicle? Number four, execute the trade with zero hesitation despite the uncertain outcome. I suppose you could put, that as a, subcategory of step one of, what's the thesis, what's the environment, what's the group, what's the, fundamental reason, pattern, etc. Um, but overall, at the end of the day, is, do I ignore Mongo Bongo, at 20 May hold, because of that? Probably not. Um, so at least I wouldn't. Hey, I like you too, man. I'm ready. You need more time? Hey, I'm ready to commit whenever you are. No. That was a layup, Blake. Yeah, me too. I also think it needs more time, so I'm kind of marking out this day right here, this close. Um, right there. So what is that? Like 40, let's just call it 40, 41. And then right here, you got an open bull gap at 42. Ideally, we kind of build around here because I mean, that's kind of straight up. I mean, this is a, 60% decline. It's a 200% incline, you know, very well. Like, there's a nice tight base right here down there. This should build out and give us a weekly higher low, and then possibly, push out of this base here. It's gonna need some sort of, additional catalyst, but something I want to track for sure. Um, something I want to track, and the reason I posted this morning because technically it's coming into the 20 May. It's a week open below yesterday's low. I guess could give a buy day, especially with, TTWO catalyst and, gapping up after, a lower wick and kind of failed move below 230. So, the potential is there today. I think it's like very minimal. And Yeah, MBDL. I'm just what MDB. Those are probably not going to be on my list. MBGL. Yeah, it's just choppy. It's just a decent MFP, not MFP. E-Rock I like, but no. I mean, do you have, some good, leaders to swing? Otherwise, we gotta be focused on those. In my opinion. At least that's where my focus is. Yeah, IBKR. I mean, dude, IBKR's been a beast. Look at this thing. Good for them. I don't know that I'm watching much more than RBRK this morning. Sentinel One had earnings. More curious how that closes. I mean, the entire complex of, those cybers, whether it's Okta, Crowd, Net, um, what have you, are quite interesting. Circle, I think this should be, primary focus. Again, not enterable, right here. Gave a nice spot on the, oops at the 200 day right there. Gave a nice spot kind of over this range and a little tap of $80 there. I'm really excited to see how this builds out. But this is fairly high on my list. You could throw Hood there with it. CRCL, Hood. That bull setup yesterday I thought was actually really attractive. Again, earnings gap up, kind of drifts, tight day. You get a hold of the 90 May inside day, and you get this delayed pivot through $9. It's a very reasonable setup. You pull up the, 30-minute, and here's the kind of pivot right there. Pretty clean. Um, Robinhood had a lower wick yesterday, kind of building out in this range here. 200 day is sloping down, so this might take a little bit more time. Over $100, but you got a bull gap at $100. You got the 50 SMA there, and potentially, the 200 SMA curling up in a few days. So, this is one that I want to kind of watch how it builds out. But and then circle, right? Really strong, strong move, 60-70% move. Want to see how this builds out. Um, RBRK, of course. See how it acts after that earnings gap down. I'd like for this to open at 101.50 or above 101.50. That'd be above yesterday's low, because then it could open there and then undercut and then, reclaim. But this might need a few more days. But man, it could go, it could completely fit. This is gonna be fun to watch. This is gonna be fun to watch. Um, Marvel, man, I don't know about that. They got to stick save this to, Martin is a little heavy in pre-market. Um, I mean, overall, the objective is to, survive through today. see if positions stop me out. Um, and then see if the volatility of the Fed event result in opportunity or trouble. And everyone gets excited about all this stuff. When in reality, I think the best approach is be mindful that there's an event and do what you're gonna do. Um, yeah, Dell. God, man, this looks so good. Do you even throw a figure in that hood and circle basket? I'd like it to build out a little bit. Hmm. The Then you've got this broad cyber software basket, from Twilio to CrowdStrike to Net to PanW to MDB, Snowflake. In fact, Snowflake is probably going to be my other focus. Snow, RBRK, um, and then current positions. Palantir, of course. Yeah, that's in the top three. Let's see what else we got here. Net, yeah, top dog. Even this end tap too. Inside day. How's this trade? In tap. So QQQ is an ideal open, by the way, guys. We're below the bull gap or bear gap. I'm sorry. All right, hey, let's get cooking. Everybody here, hop on in. All right, okay. So QQQ, we're opening up inside, gapping down 70 cents. We got bull gap right here, 720 and 722.50 right here. So, we're at, pretty notable spot up above, 722 flat actually. Um, okay. We've got a lot of stuff down below. If we push today, the 50 SMA is going to start curling up. Um, if we end up breaking down, this 50 SMA is going to be, end up being resistance down below. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It would be a very, very ugly breakdown candle. And then that would probably result in me very, very quickly going to all cash money on that below yesterday's low and the 20 man. And that's at about 714.50 right there. The issue with that is that, there's still some supports down below. I mean, you could pop in if you pull up the hourly here, look at this is yeah, that's a big spot, the 722. This could be an hourly launch pad, right? If this is a daily, you're seeing this build out. You're probably looking for a shakeout to like 717.50 to 716 to hold right there on the hourly that you hold and then big push. That'd be the ideal situation. Either immediate red to green or pull back into 717.50 to 716. Um, so that's the plan there. We got Jackson Hole at 10 a.m. Speech from Warsh, talking about financial innovation and stuff and whatever. So who knows what he says. Gonna be interesting. Who knows how the market reacts? Got volatility coming, so yeah, exciting. In terms of the setups, yeah, I think Snowflake. Ideally, we get an inside day here today, but I'm not counting that. So I'm looking at the hourly here. Again, kind of trying to treat this as if it were a daily potentially. You got multiple lower wicks at about 326, give or take. So I'm basically just gonna watch this, 325 to, let's just call it 327 zone, to see if we get some hourly spots to risk against, and size. And ideally, I'd be able to risk down to here, down to here, but who knows if that happens, because it very well could just be these hourly lower wicks that I can risk too. So, but this is going to be a focus. Then you've got RBRK kind of pulling back in. I want this to open up above 101.50, and then kind of maybe pull in a little bit at the open. I do think this is going to pop at the open, right away. If you got in this in the after hours or the pre or post market, in the low to mid 90s, congratulations. Solid earnings. Ideally this builds out. I do encourage people to buy earnings gap ups versus earnings gap downs. They're generally easier. We very well just might be in a range right here and kind of building out. That would be fine for this to get a little bit more structure first. Um, you've got Net, which had, a really nice hold of the 50 day, and then awesome remount yesterday in performance. Again, I'm going to really be watching these hourly charts, on the right side here to see if we get weakness, how they react down at some of these levels, in the zone here. And I think that's going to be most important. And then the other scenario is that we just push quite strong, red to green. And then the third scenario is that we just kind of broadly sell off. And in that case, right, um, stops are our guide. Pretty, pretty simple and cut and dry. Um, okay. So Palantir, yeah, again, so this is tough because I really should have this from Wednesday right there. And that's bugging me a little bit. You've got this 180, and I would say about 182, 182.50. So let's draw this out, this high right here, and then this little lower hourly lower wick there. So basically anywhere in this zone, if you start to see holds, again, think about this if this were a daily, nice push up, build out this, flag, look for that higher low hold in that area is kind of my approach. And then um yeah, and then get a little management on the daily. In terms of your current positions, Okta stops is going to be yesterday's low, still maybe break even today, but at worst case scenario, yesterday's low, my regular stop. Um, PM's a little bit weak in pre-market, inside day, gonna open here. Yep, break even stop. Wouldn't be surprised to see it, shake again and kind of come down into here. We'll see. If that's the case, watching an undercut of 63.60, in the coming days. And up 6.5% on TQQ. So we went over that position there. Anybody got any questions? Anything that I'm missing or forgetting to include or discuss? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm still interested in BFLI. I think it works. Probably just wears people out. Yeah, you got to be. You got to have this on the list. Looks great. HVC, medical device sectors, weekly. It might just be waiting on the weekly. Right? Nothing wrong with this right now. Hey, Clam, I like all those. I do. I like all those. I like all those. Yeah, that was a joke. Um, yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got for focus. Let's see what happens. Video here. Market opens in 2 minutes. Get the heater on. They don't have a long monologue. Watching current positions, watching Snowflake, MDB, Palantir, Rubric, Circle HUD. Throw end tap and net on there. That's less. Sticking to it. It's eerie quiet. Why you guys so quiet? Got a couple hundred people on here. Don't need to be shy. RBRK instant push. RBRK, ready green. Wow. Gonna be volatile at that 107 spot. Probably slowly roll on that. Good little supportive action there so far on RBRK. So far. Yeah. Yeah, HPQ gap down and went red to green. Oh yeah, that's nice. I was hoping after that push out to 107, I'm hoping that it comes back into 101 to 101.50. I want to see. I don't know if it's going to. The snowflakes looking good. Mongo Bongo looking good. The snow came in 328. I wanted 327. Zeta. Now strong. Excuse me. It's the NYSE Advanced Decline Booch. Yeah. Yeah, it's high. MDB, nice and strong. There goes Snowflake too. TM red to green. Oh, I wanted 320. Same mean by the hour, these hourlies right here. Yeah, it's not a bad spot to try Unity one time, honestly. Be okay with that. Already confused about Mark King? MDB, good. I don't exactly want to blow my load on it. His Unity is nice. You got a dollar risk. No, I'm not gonna play his speech. TM red to green. Marvell's trying to hammer at the. Shut up, Patrick. Yeah, I see Intel going red to green. HPE, oh, Hammer, Dell, Marvell. I don't really want to focus on this. We probably see a rotation back there. Knowing what's occurred. Why the fuck not? Is it? Oh, yeah, nice red to green. River Arcade coming back into the lows. Spy over previous day high. QQQ pushing. What's leading the Qs right now? Yeah, SMH trying to go to the green. Yeah, Mags. Yep, good eye. VA supply opened up about positive 980, coming back in positive 400 right now. You got the VIX flat. Memory pushing a bit. S&T K kind of a baby oops. It's SK Hynix looks like. I mean, it would be very sensible for the market to continue its behavior of theme hot potato, where we rotate back into semis. Um, I love a good theme hot potato. Yeah, RBRK 100.7 first low day. We'll see. I'll give it one try today. Unity looks nice. I was gonna wait till it gets back over like 102, 101.50, 102 view up area. But I was like, it's about 2.5% low day. Do I want to give it 3.5%? I'm fully expecting to get stopped out of that, by the way. Nice. Yeah, SMH is well inside day here. Super curious as to what this does today. You got mags leading. Mm, no. So far, this Unity is one of the best behaviors. Not. Oh yeah, I think I get stopped Puma. I'd prefer to. I'd prefer this build for a few days. Hey, SMTC, that's a nice little lower wick. Above the 50 day. Had a gap up on earnings. It's like Unity is the star of the show right now. Love having TQQQ anchor. It really is nice. Yeah, SNDK red to green. Yeah, the video. Hey, I'm not looking too much into the short-term movements for the next 10 minutes, by the way, I guess. Braco says, yeah, I just made it in 10 seconds. This Airbnb is nice off the kind of retest, a little kind of almost like undercut of this top of this range here. It's not bad. Prefer it build out a little bit. Watch this zone right here. FIVN, good continuation. Oh my God, that weekly. Holy fuck. Pardon my language. MBIS sucks. What do you got, Buckethead? Let me guess. Nothing. Yeah, I thought so. Look at that stud in there. Yeah, I figured. Who's that next to you? Is that your? Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. Right on. Dope. No, strong. In that call premium just lightened up. I saw that. Led by the SMH kind of getting a down tick. CRM day two continuation. Wow. Jesus, crowd. Oh, Panda. These are nasty inside days, dudes. JJ, you dirty dog. I don't know, guys. Fishman, didn't you short this yesterday? Mr. PE, bro? I'm just teasing. Sorry. Good call, man. But no, well, yeah, RBK, I saw that one. I thought you were doing Pan W or something. Octa coming in. Oh, break even stuff on this. Hey guys, don't look too much into the first 20 minutes so far, okay? We're going to the bathroom. No, coming in. Yeah, NVIDIA, I don't like that. That mixed bag. I think it's still an inside down NVIDIA, isn't it? Yeah. I like the greatest looking one though. This marriage coming to the lows. Hey Jay Stu, great idea. That'd be cool. It's a good idea. I like that. 3 minutes. We got 30-minute sausage party until till, yeah. If I recall, I think they release a statement. Okay. Thank you. There. I spelled that wrong. Everyone clowned me for being such an idiot. IGV is just an inside there right now. Snow coming in. So RBRK. And some volatility. Numish data too. Cool. So Rocket Lab at my stop and blame Manrav. Just kidding. Is the client still coming down a little bit? New lows actually. Fuck it. That's funny. So the advanced decline coming in. Not much movement in the VIX. Hmm. SMH barely broke lows by a couple pennies. Hood's below yesterday's low. Hey, one thing about this is I got a feeling that this daily is gonna, well, I mean, look at it. Looks tricky. If you pull up a weekly though, it's just some volatility around 100 bucks and kind of building out over this. So this could, ideally it does something like that. SLV gold heavy, huh? Hmm. Yes, technically it's an oops to the downside. Rocket Lab, I went over this on the Zoom yesterday. Yeah, obviously it's stupid. So SpaceX was pushing a little bit, and I saw some Ariel Nick Stroh and who else was it? They're talking about the SpaceX. I was like, oh, this looks nice. SpaceX had a PR about having like 4 trillion in revenue in 2033. Um, and then I was looking at this kind of declining, wedging down and undercut of previous day low and reclaim. Um, New type of narrative setup, but obviously that was stupid and I was wrong and I shouldn't have taken it. And I'm a big loser. Hope that helps. Because Rocket Lab's $30 billion company and a dollar risk versus a $2 trillion company, basically. Yeah, we'll have these SP or SMH breaking lows here. So far, I got the bear gap rejected on the Qs. I love how optimistic you are, Nick. I'm not even listening. Is he saying some good stuff or no? I'll watch it tonight. Look at UMAC fucking piece of shit. Pardon my language. Crowd. Yeah, it's declined positive 200, down from positive 1,000. And KNW like bearish quicker today. Not looking super hot so far today. Still got eyes on this Snowflake. We dipped it down into 325.40. Yeah, I did. Basically, just got eyes on snow now. Yeah, Q's getting a little heavy, guys. Kind of got a little, not a bearish kicker, but a consolidation candle on Bitcoin. This nose kind of getting a little pivot-ish look. CRM, nice continuation. I mean, that's a 30-minute candle there that I'm looking for, by the way. You know what I mean on that? Problem is Puma, would you like a yes or no question or answer? I can do my best. So far, Spy's green. Just, for the record. Is Pubmatic going? Wow. Mm, let's see here. Not bad. We're staying alive, staying interested. Amazon. Let me take a look. Oh yeah. I'll buy some Amazon. Keep it in your pants, bros. Get that mental in check. Okay, exactly what happened. This Q's dipped into that zone, that 717 zone that we talked about in pre-market, and held that so far. Okay. Now we're recovering a little bit. It's the exact thing that we talked about this morning. Is just pull back into this area and hold. Okay. See what happens from there. So far, market is behaving normally. Got Amazon shares. And then that's when you fade. Big hubs. It's my turn to be hurt by Amazon. But now we've got the man rav, okay? I already feel like I'm gonna throw up and buy more. It's Chris Camille joke, by the way. Mm. You took calls, didn't you, man rav? You dirty boy. I just got straight up old Amazon shares. I'm looking for a Twitter reply where I responded to Ariel and I just said, "Fuck you, Jeff Bezos." What are you guys thinking out there? Huh? KLPN. Oh yeah. It's a 5 minute look like. I don't even know what that means. 30 minute hourly. Mm. What's BFLY doing today? Yeah, losing it. GLD's heavy. Is the dollar strong? Yeah, dollar strong. What do you say? Like, what was he talking about? He said SNDK. Yeah, Micron SNDK are strong. Good to see you. What's Hood doing? It's good consolidation on Circle. Advanced decline from positive 1,000 to negative so far, guys. Gap fill spot. Oh yeah, last spot that it wicked. Right into 90 bucks. Undercut 90. This is kind of the main area I'm watching, that 84-ish zone. And down here like 81-ish. I think I might have missed it though. I'm still interested in B-Fly, but it's not like a buy day. Next spot is if we go like that. What do you think of Snow 30-minute pivot or SMH? The market's going to play hot potato. Is it? Nice look. CRM, good continuation now. What a beast. I like that action on circle. That's nice. Dude, so interesting, Booch, because then you look at like the nasty on crowd and Pan W. Pan W actually in the gap support here. And not really fitting on best spot. Hood. Yeah. Little 200 SMA stop. Not bad. You didn't miss it. You chose not to take it. Octa. So I like that how Octa's holding better than like some of the other ones, by the way, like CrowdStrike and stuff. So super happy with this so far. Q's made a new high day briefly there. Dude, Fishman, dude, that thing is a real. Hey, nice call, man, Rav on Amazon. I'm liking this look. I like that weekly. And it's just like feels like it's going to be like easy to manage because it's just like that weekly looks like a daily I'd want to buy right there. And it's been like just a sausage party for a while and not in a good way. Dude, the VIX does not give a shit right now. Did you say CRISPR popped? It's a good look, man. Yeah, 10-year coming down a little bit. Good to see you. Look at me. Like I know what I'm talking about. Man, no glove, no love on RBRK so far today, huh? Might have to clip that pre-market call of talking about this zone of love on the Qs, huh? VIX year to date lows. Nice push on the Qs. It's pretty lame, Mr. Gentleman. All right, let's let it get to you, man. Mm. It's theme hot potato. I've never seen theme hot potato like this before in my life, and I hope I don't ever see it again like this. Think about it though. Think about it. If you're going to be trading for, 20 years, at some point you're going to have a market like this again. You're going to have a worse period. I mean, first off, Q's are pushing nicely today, so you're going to have a significantly bad periods in the market at some point. And it's going to happen again. Same thing with upside moves like April and May and like post tariff. It's going to be dog shit times. What's the Kwamagi phrase? Bucket. Sometimes the market pisses in your face and all you have to do is drink it or whatever, something weird like that. Yeah, good job, man. Rav. Thank you, brother. I love you. What do you think of that hourly on PNW? I saw it tap into that gap support right there and kind of curl. Like it's not a crazy spot to try it. I mean, it's $9 of risk, 3%, 2.5%. Just Amazon. Oh, hey, I just saw that. Yeah, come on up, man. So I mean, it's still a little not cool. Hey, Wiz, what about earnings next week? Well, technically, crowd is not below yesterday's low, so it'd be a little bit more relative strength. I'm not in love with it though. Oops, I accidentally just removed you and deleted you from the Zoom.
Yo.
Hey, did you take some Amazon? I thought it was a good idea.
You didn't tell me it's recording. I'm gone. Bye, guys.
Yeah, it's recorded. Is that not okay?
I'm good. I don't care.
Um,
We can just delete it. You see what I mean? If something is wrong, delete it. Morning, guys.
hey, nice eye on this. I had these levels marked out to the 258.60, the previous high right here.
Mhm.
And then I had 262. I can't remember why 262. Was that the
Um,
2021 high? No, no, no.
so draw that bullish gap on daily. So that's a massive gap. Peg.
Yeah. Technically, it should be in it a little bit cheaper than.
Yeah, but yesterday was. I mean, I think that's like a textbook double bottom, dude.
Oh, I love this look. Right when you posted, I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, I tried it last week, this week or last week, and on the candle before too.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. On that was Monday, I think.
I think so, yeah. But anyway, I got stopped out.
No, I think you traded on 819 this
I,
Wednesday.
I I don't remember. I tried it before, yeah. Hey, did you see what Advias sent you before?
No.
So, Advias sent it to TSDR again.
I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Holy shit.
Why do you think I feel the way I feel?
Holy shit. Hey, I think your Rocket Lab is still actionable, man. I know you sold it, but
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm not crazy though. That is a wedging down potential pop in a
yeah.
declining
Yeah, man, I
MACD.
would take that. Yeah, yesterday I would take that. And especially it's a higher low from August or July 27th, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Don't get me wrong. This if I didn't know you, Manrav, I would
you will
not
hate
ever.
it. Yeah, you would hate it. Yeah. So if somebody is looking for longer term, they can buy shares and not just fancy around with what's the low on the July 27th. Yeah, that's not a bad stop. 56, 58.
It's like 15%.
Oh, okay. But you can add now and add more later. You know, I
Throw
mean, I
down.
would, how I would play? Like, I my stop would be, I won't go that low. My stop would be 62, the
Hmm.
low of the engulfing candle on 8-3.
Oh yeah, okay.
You just play shares, like, you don't have to be fancy. Sometimes what happens is like, they're too much zeroed in on options and they think they missed the setup, but the longer term is still there. Dude, AMD is nice. I think I like how the market is behaving
Were you here on pre-market?
now. No, why? What did you do?
Um, I just talked about the ideal scenario for the market is to dip down into this zone right here in 717
Hmm.
to essentially 715. It's pretty much 717 is what I wanted to see it pull back into if the
Okay,
market
yeah.
pulls back and
Hmm.
then hold.
That's perfect. I mean, that's why, like, some of the guys, like, when, even in the main chat, or I hardly go to Twitter or X right now, but
No, blast them,
it,
call them out.
yeah,
Who?
if they post intraday 5 minute or 10 minute charts as bearish, and then it's like zoom out, guys. Like, look for the bigger picture, like how we had a fake breakdown on Qs
Hmm.
on
On Monday.
720, 729. No, I'm saying 720 or 730, end of July.
Even
Big,
even the failed follow 2 day breakdown.
yeah, yeah.
I'm super curious. Pato, I don't know if you're on here, but I'm super curious to see what Webby's got to say.
All right, and this is positive action. Only thing he might say is, yeah, this is a rotation, knowing him. And then, like, there are better stocks. I think the software, I think he'll talk about software, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, my Amazon 265.
Let's go, man. Good fucking work, dude.
Hey, you still have TQQQ?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nice, nice. That's a good hit, dude.
I guess not. No.
Yeah, because then
Pato.
I'm hanging out with TSDR too much.
Um,
I sorry, TSDR, you were about to say something.
I'm responding to. But so I mean, how long do you say? Again, I'm not oblivious to it, but so what does that mean? Like, okay, so my Pato, I guess my response is if so, then what? Do I sell my TQQQ from 68? Do I not take Amazon? Do I not look to take snow? Do I ignore MDB?
I would say pay attention to individual stocks for sure, man. I mean, I am not a macro guy or a fundamental guy, so I don't even, I mean, I know what it is, but I haven't paid attention. Right now, Amazon was a really nice risk reward setup. I take it. Same thing with Circle, or if something shows up, let's say, for example, Rocket Lab, right? I do like that um, risk reward here. Okay,
Mhm.
so $60 stop. So maybe I know it's a wider stop, but I do like it.
Pato, in fact, I don't care what happens a week. Yeah, I know. This is I don't care what happens
Sh
a week or a month from now. All I care about is what is actionable, what is achievable. And what that is consistent repeatable setups. The Qs just defended the spot that they're supposed to. Again, right now, what is true right now. Um, and now we've got further and additional stop areas. Because you can take information like that, and I have seen traders use whether it's that or whether it's anything else as reasons to stay out of the market forever, and then they feel vindicated on the next pullback when in reality there was opportunities in between. And so overall for my trading is the muddier I make it, the worse that I'm guaranteed to trade. And I'm not saying that that's muddy, but turning that into preventative action when price action in the near term is telling me something different is dangerous. It's a slippery slope. Hey. So it's like one of those things that I keep in my mind. In fact, Pato, I don't have you ever heard my story? Oh, this is a good one. Have you ever heard my story about tabling that question, concern, or worry? This is one of my favorite ones. Okay. So this was when I was very early in my journey recovering from alcohol. And I was in the program, and this and that. And many years ago now at this point. And I remember coming to my father and talking about just some down the road worries, concerns, thoughts, wonders, and just these kind of big overarching questions. Right? And he gave me one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever received to this day, which was, and it's very applicable to many things, is the concerns, the wonders, the worries, the questions you have right now are valid. They're legitimate. Um, but what is best to do, and what you'll find most often is two things. Is that it's best if you table that concern, question, worry, wonder. Don't forget it, but table it, set it aside, give it its own little neat box place, in your mind or back your mind. And what you'll almost always find is one of two things happens to answer that question, wonder, worry. Is number one, that the answer is given to you or shown to you through time and experience. Or number two, you'll realize that the question, wonder, or worry was never that important and impactful to begin with. And that's something that is, I think, really powerful and applicable in trading and a lot of these periods and a lot of kind of side information, if you will, that it's not an illegitimate question or concern. but that one and two answer and results is almost universally applicable, regardless of your field or the group that we're discussing. So those one of two things is number one is that you'll find that the answer or action is shown or given to you or revealed through time and experience. And then number two, or you'll realize that the question, wonder, or worry was never as important as it felt at the time. So I know that's kind of like philosophical and, intangible. Um, but in general, that is, I think it's applicable to this conversation. And I can't tell you how many times that I've called on that kind of thing. When Gabe was having his seizures. I mean, Gabe had 35 seizures over the course of about 5.5 months. And I mean, my mind was obviously just going insane. Right? Like, what if he dies during a seizure? What if this happens? What if he has seizures for the rest of his life and this is what it's like? And I mean, those are legitimate questions. But what good? I mean, what good did that do? And the answer was shown to me through time and experience, through exploring the medication and him growing, and all these different things. But those were legitimate concerns and worries when he's having 35 seizures over the course of 5 months. Um, like, what do I do if this goes on for the rest of my life? What is going to happen to him? Um, so, anyways, not to get all mushy.
Dude, mags are it looks amazing. Google it looks hot. Microsoft, man. I know Microsoft is extended. I can't chase that now, but Google and Amazon were the buys today.
That's kind of like a Morningstar reversal on Google. You
And
see it?
it's even that, like, look at the bullish gap from 731.
Yep.
Yeah, buy shares, like, if you think the market is choppy, play with Google shares. You don't even have to go leveraged. Snow bag. Yeah, Peto, yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, go for it. What signal do you look kind of pull back like Amazon? Oh, now? Okay, if you miss it, ah, man. Mm, maybe 265. You can see the earnings open, which is 265-ish. Oh, you're not talking now. So give me a candle, I can tell you. Oh, you tried twice, not now. Okay. I think I tried, and I have to look through my trades. Either I tried on 819 or 824, one of those candles. Because I was watching the double bottom pivot, which is 258. Give me 1 second. I was watching the retest. And then I was watching the bullish gap to see how it holds. Are you looking? Depends. Yeah, it depends, man. Like, sometimes if I'm buying an anticipation buy, if the market is weaker, and let's say Amazon is at the 258-ish level or 250 level, uh, to be honest with you, I go by the feel. Sometimes I buy weakness and sometimes I buy strength. Depends on the market. I know it's not a good answer. But ideally, I want to see some kind of a fake out. That's when I can go which size. Okay. Let's say today, um,
Thanks for holding VWAP on SNDK. Sorry, that's all. Back to you.
that's good. Hmm. No, I'm what I'm saying is like sometimes, it's mostly by feel. Um, you took it the day it just went. Oh, um, you mean you're talking about today or the day before? Oh, it's today. Today I was watching the same thing. Like, it's on my watch list. Okay. And then I was watching the power earnings gap. And that's a massive gap for Amazon, man, from 230 to 265-ish. That's a massive gap. And then it is holding up when the market is kind of choppy. And then today, this morning, it kind of reclaimed it. Yesterday, it closed weak, and now it reclaimed the double bottom pivot that I had on my chart, 258. And then, yeah, I just took it. And with yesterday's low as my stop. So I was looking at the broader picture, Peter, like, not the intraday, to be honest with you. When I entered, I didn't even look at the intraday chart. I just took it based on the daily chart. It showed RS on a day everything was weak. Yes, and also it has other uh, edges to it. Like, one is power earnings gap, right? The number two is uh, it is above the 50 and 200 SMAs. Number three is the massive bullish gap. And then it had the look of a double bottom on daily. That's it. I mean, I like to play those setups on broader picture. As I say, sometimes it's by the feel. Yeah. TSR, do you want to add something? Add it.
Nope. What man ref said.
Shut up.
Yeah, what Adias said. Mm.
And also, like, I was in Tandem and Kodak. The Tandem still looks good, but I think the team is not participating. My money was wasted there, and I said, okay, and I can't hold it anymore. I gave it 3 or 4 days or a week. I said, not. I moved on. And also, Peter, there are some tickers that I love to trade. That actually helps too. If I see Tesla or if I see Affirm, Coin, Circle, Amazon, I will take it. Apple at 200 day, I will take it.
Apple at the 208. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's it though. Only at the 200 day.
Well, I don't know, way back when.
I really only think that we've actually only done that like once or twice.
Once or twice, yeah.
Yeah. And then it just kind of became a thing.
And now, like, watch CoreWeave. I know it's been not acting up, but I have a position because I have it from much lower. Um,
Mm.
above the launch pad is a slap. CoreWeave? It depends, man. Like, I like trading CoreWeave. I mean, see, people said the same thing about Circle, right?
What about it?
And I said, going said poor weave. So I said, yeah, trade whatever you want to trade. I mean, meaning some people are comfortable with some tickers. So I like CoreWeave. I love Tesla. Dude, this Qualcomm will make a move, dude. I think I'm thinking because it's seeing massive dark pools.
Yeah, I got something going on. I saw you post that. It's Rick right all in this zone.
Yeah, I think maybe let me see the leaps, okay? And right now, this is a boomer. Leaps will be cheaper. So January 170 calls. Oh man, that's expensive. 180s. Let's see what can I do. Check for. Okay, 190, $10. Who is Lamps?
Um, oh boy. Oh boy.
Sorry, if I don't know if it's an open thing.
Oh, damn, Airbnb, look at that. Nice move. 4% today. Let me see that.
Bravo. Dude, I think Corby is gonna go, buddy.
That's actually kind of a sick little retest of the zone right there. Damn.
Oh, Airbnb? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what did CRM say? I mean, this is insane, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. CRM. That's impressive. 30-minute pivot on Snowflake's curling up. Okta acting really good. Crowd to review up. Okta red to green. Man, the urge to not try RBRK again is really eating me up inside.
Dude, didn't see this box for a long time, man. This is a study trender. I know there is. Did you see it box?
Yep.
Yeah, that's like. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's study trender, and that's what you want to be in if you are trading shares.
Big level. Cybers have shown they like to shake out. You ain't wrong.
Man, this banks want like they want to break out. Look at XLF.
Who?
X banks, XLF.
Oh yeah. Not trading banks, man, Rav.
Me neither.
What name on last week's Sunday scans has performed best?
Josh, do your own research. You have the report. Trivia time. Oh, yeah, I have to answer. Oh shit. Oh, this is trivia time. Sorry, sorry, I didn't see that. You have the answer. Holy shit. Uh, um,
Service now.
TQQQ. Now is third. Okay.
No, it's not Palantir.
But do we have?
Team is team second. CRM wasn't on Sunday scans. Okta wasn't on Sunday scans either.
Team is second. Okay.
Team is second. Okay, so team now. Um, and then ooh, can I look at the chart quick? Yeah, I'm gonna look at the chart. No, not circle. Okay. Mm, team now. An earnings gapper, maybe. No. Mongo Bongo, it's gonna be my guess, but it had those two big down days, so no. Yeah, no, can't be that. Could be MDB. Oh, I know what it is. You son of a gun. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, I was gonna jump off a bridge. Frog? It is frog, isn't it? No, it can't be. Yeah, it's close.
Do you think any of the earnings gappers?
I don't think I posted any of those.
I think like before pre gap.
No, I don't think I posted a CRM
NB.
Airbnb. No, that's not even up that much from Friday's close. Is it Airbnb? No, NB. No, I don't know what that means.
Is it? Do you
And
have Bull? Is it Bull, Josh?
no,
No.
I don't think I posted that setup.
Or he says Brack knows it.
I give up. I got number two and three. I'm happy. New Bitcoin.
Zcash.
Oh, because the Monday gap up. Yeah, people hate. They all doubt. I got number two and three, which I'm okay with. Wait, didn't the 620 Booch, wouldn't that have triggered at like 10:30? Gotcha. I don't know. PBA loves 620. Ariel loves a 620. Um, People Wish does too.
It doesn't matter if you watch six or five.
Never been my yeah, I just like the pivot there.
Okay, Amazon HOD.
Yeah, dude. Nice work on that.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I didn't expect this. I mean, this move quickly, or else I would have taken zero DT. When I take zero DTs, they go to zero.
I do you want to know what I was looking at when I talked
Why?
about the options?
Hmm.
Is a little bit more than 20% snow bagged. Not much more. Let me take a look.
What are you thinking of leaps?
I was looking at the Jan or June 2027 calls.
Yeah.
Um 20%. A little bit more. 21. Where'd you type that?
Which one?
I can't see his message. Oh, I
At
deleted it.
the
How did you delete it? Hi, secret information. Oh man. SE, nice action. That's actionable over previous day high right there. Good behavior so far. Gotta love a TQQQ anchor. Nice. This net's acting good. Gave a nice pullback spot into that 100, 300 spot. Dude, Snow and Net did it like exactly what we talked about this morning too. Fucking RERK took my focus. Damn it. Fucking earnings gap downs are a waste of time. Who gives a shit what this stock is?
Yeah, Uber was a nice buy if somebody is watching a pullback. It was a nice buy today at 200 SMA.
Oh yeah, Ronnie bought it.
Oh, nice. Hey,
We have
Ronnie,
pretty good spot on.
are you on Zoom, buddy?
He's usually in here. I don't know if he still is.
Okay.
They're good. TEM's a little goofy today. Trying RBRK again, 96.60, 96.70. Yeah, Chris, what up? It is intriguing. I agree, Josh. And the video popped and faded a little bit. Oh, somebody take yeah, Bob, I do really like that one. I've leaned on that many times. Um, I have.
Yeah, I agree, TST. I think Oscar is a tough one to trade.
Mm.
I might trim some my BEX going into the weekend. I'm watching the bullish gap on BE.
What do you got? Oh, that BE.
Yeah, BE buy from 200 SMA.
Mm. Uh,
And I like how it's holding the bullish gap but is this a lower high? We'll have to see.
it
I'll
might
leave it.
be. I mean, the group just fucking sucks right now.
Yeah. I think that the way the mags are acting right now,
Yeah, I mean, I
just
don't
buy.
love that. It's never fun to see the mags like be the only thing. You know what I mean? Like that's
Mhm. Mhm. No, I was thinking like, just move the money to FNGU or something.
yeah.
But I made 25% on BE, so BEX, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I was in that with you.
BEX or BE?
I took BE January 220 call or 200 calls. No, 220. Yeah, actually I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to sell some BEX here.
220 calls.
Nice.
Yeah. It was fun. I made a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
Not to minimize a couple $1,000. It was cool. I mean, obviously, you don't encourage people to just blindly trust and follow people, but you know, man, we've traded together now for what seems like a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What, 5 years now or?
basically. Yeah, probably little bit less than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get out of here. I didn't need to take that second. Uh, RBIK traffic. I probably could have avoided that. That was probably dumb. Oh, yeah.
It's a slow mover, man. That's it. Um,
I gotta go
yeah,
back to my.
exactly. Yeah, go ahead. You got the permission. So it's a slow mover, and then it's extended from uh 200 SMA and 50 SMA. Usually it stalls, and that's the reason why I kind of sold it. If there was nothing wrong with it, the way it has a massive move on earnings, like what was it? Not massive, but yeah, 30% move on earnings. For a stock like that, it can just stall for some days. It moved, but not much, right? Let's see how much it moved since 10% for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. So it can chop around, like, and I can buy it again, maybe at uh, 21 EMA. But yeah, it's acting nice. Yeah, I got the move in a very quick time. So, what do you look for? A name, the name to take off your peg list. Oh, so there are two ways, Ali. Like, one is like, I mean, sometimes I take the trades after filling the gap, or I watch the bullish gap to support. Um, but if it is slicing through the bullish gap, then yeah, it will potentially profit takers than buyers. I want if it is filling the gap, I want to see it slowly coming back and not just slicing through it. Um, yeah, it depends on how powerful the gap is, right? And then how big of a base it is. So let's say if the stock has already moved significantly before the earnings and then it had a power earnings gap, that doesn't catch my interest. I want it to be close to the 50 and 200 SMAs. Yeah, I did the trim from BEX. And like key the a firm, so the market environment also matters. Okay, so for like for example, a firm, right? Um, those numbers looks really good, but it was weak since open. So now what I want to see is hold the 81-ish level or 80 level, and then you can buy, you can try along on a firm. When I closed BEX because it's a leveraged, I want to lock in the profits. That's fine. It's losing the 21 and 8, so I'm out. Josh, so I'm coaching my kids like in a Lego robotics. So I think tomorrow is their first day of the meetup. So I have that Lego League. I mean, it's fun. Like, it's more fun for me than them. Yeah, not a good look on IWM. So what was the news for this drop? Like, anybody know? Is it Warsh making comments or Barnes? Okay. But still, like, the Qs are above the 8 and 21, and the weekly is like a oops-ish. So I'm not overly bearish. Now you can the day trade, yeah, go for it. Yen, bro, what the fuck? I don't care. I know nothing about this, and I don't want to know anything. Yeah, if Qs lose the bullish gap from yesterday, then yeah, I'll change my stance. Is it AMD? Yes, I know. Yeah, it is ugly, kid, on 30 minutes. Yeah, A Lab losing 8 and 21 again. BE lost 8 and 21 again. So we'll see how we close. Yeah, it might chop, for the day traders today. Yep. Uh, I think, both. I think the chasers will be smacked. I think TSDR. But are you still in the bathroom? Uber holding up. One simple scan today is that you can see how the strong DCR. Airbnb is strong. Costco is strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. The nasty little bar there, huh?
On Qs?
Yeah, 30 minute.
Oh, 30 minutes look nasty. And then, yeah, the daily looks is still good. But yeah, we want a strong close. Uh, so what's the 716-ish level, which is the gap again, which is where
Mhm.
we found support. IWM looks nasty.
Nice hit, Buckethead. Oh, Marvell, look at that tap and fade. Nasty.
A lot of selling coming in the market intraday.
Into what?
In intraday,
Yeah, yeah. I don't like that. That's nasty, man. It's like classic like wedge droppy action. You pop up, lower high, wedge drop. Once we kind of dipped down into this, I was like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna get a little cross back at the red to green spot. That would have been like a good day trade spot there. Mm. Uh, damn. Oh god, look at Intel's candle. Man, I tell you, this is exhausting. Look at this hot potato. Yeah, crowd strike up 20%. Gives back almost the entire move. Had a nice little pivot here. Could still play out. And technically that pivot hasn't stopped out, but not exactly the day two kind of action, I guess.
so,
Fun stuff.
the SMH is compressed. Like, the what I'm seeing right now is lower highs, higher lows. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like a wedge, not wedge. What do you call triangle?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's compressed. We'll see what the next couple of weeks will bring.
Yeah.
As I said, like the better setups are outside of the semi names.
Hmm. I mean, right now it feels like there's like the mags.
Yeah, and then there are some names like like Uber if you want to trade WD. Look at WD. It's nice. Booking. I like booking. Yeah, but careful, guys. But careful shorting here.
Back into that zone.
Yeah. Oh, and today is it last day of the month? No, Monday is okay.
Mhm. Yeah, Monday. We gotta have some fun with it, huh?
Did you know? I was watching your bottom tick Wix post.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. I know the. So if continue to, I post this in my channel too. Like watch. Let's say if you are a growth stock trader, and if the market is selling, let's say the market is down 1%, watch for the growth stocks that are less than 3% because that is kind of hidden relative strength too. I know you can say, man, Ravi, you only trade the long side because I've learned once you trade the short side, dude, your mind is all screwed up and then you miss the turns and you miss the bigger picture. Okay. You have to experience that. Now, unless you can flip back and forth, and that's okay. But if you're not, if you're having a tough time trading one side, don't trade both sides.
I agree.
And also, one thing that Pradeep says is do not change your strategy just because they are not working in a particular environment.
Hmm.
Let's say if you're a breakout trader and if the market is moving sideways, don't change your strategy to suit that style.
I agree, 100%. A lot of people want to adjust strategy to fit the environment instead of adjust participation to fit when their strategy is working in the environment. And that second one is what will lead to more success.
Yeah, yeah, because
Everyone wants to,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. If you are a swing trader and let's say the market is moving sideways, don't be a day trader, okay? Or don't change your style to be a day trader. Some people are good at it, but 95% of them are not.
more than that, everyone. I
More than
believe.
that. Oh,
And I guarantee most like there are times where there's like system losses that are fine, business expenses, and then there's times where and you could go through and honestly review your trades and probably, I mean, if you're honest with yourself, you can, figure out which ones are which. But which ones are just like over trading nonsense, no setup, trades. Um, Again, it comes back to that, so, and that's why I hate phrases like um it's a day trader's market, because what that statement means is like it encourages strategic adjustment versus adjusting participation, and
mm-hmm.
not adjusting strategy, adjusting participation. And so
Oh yeah,
often you'll see people adjust strategy. I think
absolutely.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to you, man, Rev.
No, no, I just wanted to because I've seen some posts in my strategy is not working in the main chat or something. It's not the strategy that is not working. It's the market environment.
Yeah, we joke about. Oh, hold on. Whew. Whoa, excuse me.
Bless you.
We we joke about that if it doesn't work, the market's wrong. Like we say that like out of the side of our mouth, like as a funny joke, but in reality, it's true. If it doesn't work, the market's wrong. We don't mean like the market's missing something or the market's like an idiot and has it wrong. It just means it's the market's wrong. It's the wrong market.
Bless you.
Damn. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. So Rocket Lab, if the market today is nice, it would have followed through.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's a dumb trade, but
Well, I will take the trade.
I
But
took it.
yeah. Dude, how will you get feedback if you don't take the trade? And there is,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think, I think who said this? Is it Mark Ritchie? He said, like, three best traders that he knows is woulda, coulda, shoulda.
That's Shake. Shake says that a lot.
Shake? Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Said, like, unless you take the trade, how will you get the feedback?
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to get better at a setup, take the same trade multiple times. Well, yeah, if you don't take the trade, guys, like you won't get the feel of it. You can do paper trading, you can do all the analysis. It will not give you the confidence to execute the trade.
That's why I'd rather have people, again, adjust those three dials instead of having a fourth dial. What I mean by these three dials of um, are frequency, duration, and sizing. We can adjust the frequency of our trades, how often we are taking positions,
Right.
the duration of them, how long they are lasting, and the sizing of them, how much risk we're putting on with each of those.
Hmm.
Of those, I would say frequency and sizing are the most important.
Yeah.
Duration, probably don't want to adjust that, a whole lot because I think that dips into some strategic adjustment, which I don't really necessarily encourage.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one you could argue is participation, but I'd put that in frequency, by the
Yeah.
way.
And then, it actually, goes exponentially if you're trading options. Okay. So if you are trading options and then, you missed a trade because you didn't have the exact entry that you're looking for, that means either you're eyeing zero DTEs or short-term options, or you wanted to go really heavy in that trade. Okay,
Mhm.
let's say if there is a setup, buy 2, 3 months out and buy close to the money or in the money. The state is still, the trade is still there unless it invalidates the setup. But in a majority of the things that I see is, I missed the trade. That is because you want to go heavy with size and zero DTE. And then later on, you repent saying that, hey, I did not take the trade.
Did you say
So,
repent?
repent, yeah. Why?
Nothing. I love it. That was just a funny.
I think the reason why I'm talking all this is I have done this before, man.
Yep,
So
100%.
because I missed, and I should have taken a trade with time, and I still have paid. Later on, what I've done is, oh man, I should have taken the trade. I should have taken the trade.
So I overall actually don't like inherently necessarily have I mean I do have a problem with options inherently,
Sure.
the more I go in, but in reality what it comes down to is that most people who are trading the options are just doing it wrong.
Wrong. Yeah.
Meaning like again they're either their selection of is too short or their
Hmm.
sizing is too big, and often a combination of both of those.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
which is why, it ends up being just best to avoid versus enhancing the, selection of time and proper sizing and all that.
Absolutely, man. And then what happens is if you miss the trade, it will mess up with your head.
Hmm.
You cannot take the trade the next time with the same confidence.
Hmm.
Uh, and then what you want to do is like, you revenge trade, you give up more. Yeah, it's tough, man. I know, like, you see people posting like zero DTs and one DTs and weeklies.
Hold on.
What? Hey, is TTWO a buyout or was it I think I thought it was a buyout.
TTWO?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I was.
I thought so too. They might have just gotten oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Might have just gotten like an activist investor or something.
yeah. Now EA. Okay, okay. DMARS. Thank you.
EA was bought out. Okay.
Okay.
Hey T Rob, nice. T Rob, I've loved your drawdown control over uh over the past this year in general from the past two periods what you've shown and shared. It's been really impressive to see. It's a huge thing, dude. It's like if there is a secret sauce to trading, like that's it. So what, next week do we lose the last of the remaining leaders or what?
Which ones?
I
Mega
don't know.
mega caps,
Crowd, Palantir now.
and they earned. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
GDX is
I think when they're extended, like I cannot trade crowd here.
what about Okta?
After, let me see. Yeah, I can't take this. Yeah.
How about yesterday?
Yesterday, still,
Hmm.
man, like and this is the one I was talking about. Like when it gaps up, when it already had a move, it's still there. Like once it consolidates, I can watch
I got
the bull.
160. I got 162 on, or a little bit higher than 162 because I added a little
Nice,
bit to it.
nice.
But
Is the, I mean, yeah, I see it. As long as 157 holds, you're good.
yeah, yeah. Technically, I should be a little bit lower on it. I should have got like 158 or 159 on that retest of the
Hmm.
highs, but it is what it is.
Why did you sell TEM?
Ah, it's an ugly candle today. I'll buy it next week.
Okay,
Something like
yeah,
that.
right, because it's still there. I'm looking for an entry. That's why.
Yeah, me too. Like it, man. When I'm up 8%, 9% on it,
Hmm.
10%. I was up 10% on this, and to come back and be up $1.
Yeah, I think in this environment, yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Sorry.
Like, I don't care if it goes lower. Like, if this gives another undercut setup to next week, like that's probably top four stock to for me to look at next week.
I know I mentioned on I know I mentioned on the chat, on voice, sorry, I'm out of BEX. I'm happy with the 25%.
Good job.
Rocket Lab, yeah, good. No follow through at all. I think it might be in play next week. Okay,
What's that?
Rocket Lab.
Hmm.
I think so. I will buy it next week. I'll look for a 30 minute of it, higher, low, debut, or undercut is even better. But I think it'll form a debut. Let's see. Right now, I have no position.
Dang, Airbnb was kind of a sick one today. I know you wouldn't have looked at that, but
Yeah, no. I think Amazon showed up in a strong DCR scan, man. I think I when the market was weak, I
mm.
just did this short. I mean, all these Uber came up, Amazon, Google, and then yeah, ANET. So Ronnie, ANET is the other one, man. I cannot trade that stock. It's very choppy for my style. And like yeah, some people do. I cannot trade this stock. I tried a few times before, but man, this is so choppy.
Well, firm faded off that. Was that earnings gap up? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ugly fucking cat. Yeah, just watch RBRK weekly. Oh man.
You know what I'm talking about? Core weave down 3% is notable, okay? I know it's not that everybody will play, but I do keep a tab on things like this. I can see you laughing, smiling. I can see you.
Man.
Some people can say, hey, it's a bearish launch pad, but there is no volume. But I could be wrong. I'm wrong most of the time.
Nah. Yeah, there would have been my TM stop 64.90 break even. Oh,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah, I think intraday selling, I can see. I I ran 30% down.
I don't really want to fucking round trip this whole TQQQ, man. Look at that spy candle. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, uh, depending on how it closes, yeah, I can't swing that.
Oh boy. God bless America. Oof.
SpaceX, yeah.
Yeah, AMT the dollar is up pretty big today, isn't it? So one thing that didn't look back at 10 a.m. just kind of went. Hmm.
I know this all macro sounds good. Let the stocks give you feedback, guys.
So far, they're giving feedback and telling me to fuck off.
Like you can keep it simple, like if you lose 50 SMA, then that's a different story. Right. How is the FOMO indicator doing? Like, is it extremes?
Here, let me call it in the chat. Isn't that sweet? How you can just do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, AMT, why?
Yeah, oh, it's is it NASDAQ only?
That is just our universe.
Okay.
Takes a couple seconds to adjust to the proper visual. There you go. No, 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 it takes a couple seconds to adjust it. That's what it's supposed to look like. Uh, nice, Andrew. That's an oops today on it.
Oh yeah, Alex, like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, yeah, all of these.
Mags. Yes, I'm down to TQ, Amazon, and Okta right now.
You're done with Amazon?
No, I said I'm down to Amazon, TQQ, and
Oh, okay,
Okta.
okay, down to
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now you can see how QQQE is. Yeah, it's going to 21 EMA.
RSP looks like a wedge drop soon. Looks like a low, like an extension, wedging up, and a wedge drop. What say you?
Or is it going to 21 EMA?
Is
So
it
I mean,
oh, is it gonna wedge drop below the 20 minute?
that I don't know.
I think so. I think it's a wedge drop coming. What do you think?
I don't know.
Me neither.
So ideal scenario for Monday is IWM kicker candle.
Yeah. What do you got there, Bieber? It's not as actually as bad as I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. All right. See ya.
All right. See you guys. Reversal zone crackers.
Whoa. Oh,
Not
gotcha.
you. Not you.
All right, man.
Bye.